Taking a look everybody thought she could. Face down, ass up. Some of you boots, you can let your jeans, baby. Pull your pants up. I like it when I see you do it better than I've ever seen it done before.
Oh, no, we gotta go. We gotta go. It's too embarrassing.
Yeah.
JK, it's me. I'm Ken, or no, Mike. Ken.
Yeah.
There's feces on my seat.
Nice.
All right, welcome back.
I can't believe it's been 2 weeks since our last video. Seems like forever. The world's got crazy.
COVID. We're socially distancing and stuff.
Yeah, so welcome back. Today we're going to be doing two musics. We're going to be reviewing them. Would you like to explain, since these are your selections?
Well, you introduced me to the first selection.
I did.
Which is YouTuber known as
The Vape.
The Vape.
The Vape.
Just discovered.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Fresh video.
And then this. Last week, there was a rented minivan, and I carefully noted to see what was in the CD player, as one does.
So it was a good call.
Thank God, because I found this disc. Thank God. Found this disc in it.
Always check your car players, especially if you don't own the car. Contrary, flip side of the coin trip, if you're a struggling, pathetic shit indie artist, intentionally leave your mixtape in the rental car.
Reverse shoplifting.
Yeah, which is, there's a good chance that is what happened.
Yeah.
This is a guerrilla marketing tactic.
I really hope so, because now we're introduced with the magic of Cray's 2019 mixtape, Early Days, and I'll get a close-up of that. I don't know where the camera is.
Perfect. Good close-up.
All right, so let's just go in chronological order. Last week, whatever.
Last week in 2019
popped
when you found
this
this.
in, or no, I pressed play in the minivan, and then I'm like, oh God, I can't listen to any more of this. It's earnest, and I might be the first human being to ever listen to it, and it's like, I just gotta do it fresh. Here we go. And this is like an actual human being's original work, I believe. Like, it's exciting. We're gonna be the first.
It's angry. It's just clicking.
Oh God.
It looks like it's...
This is fricked. In the arms of an angel!
Okay. Our first selection is recently discovered The Vape.
I've taken the courtesy of downloading a couple of tracks, and do you want to select one?
Okay. Well, I see a urinal. Oh, it's auto.
Yeah, I was listening to that one. So.
This is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, normally you need a pretty good DAC to listen to this, just to get all of the...
We're talking about $500 plus?
Probably. I wouldn't go anything below that. Just, you need something that powerful to drive this audio, otherwise you're not going to be able to hear the dynamic range.
Well, it's that, and it's the clarity, right? The clarity of like the mid-highs especially. You really gotta, you really need to pick up the details there.
So this is a budget setup for listening to the Vape. So it's a pretty good song.
Yeah.
Good instrumentals.
I like it. I like it.
I like the...
Oh, it's auto playing.
Okay.
So this I know because of this is the review of the Boss DS1 distortion pedal.
Just so. He's a pretty good musician, and he makes his own instruments, as you can see. I only wish I could be as cool as the Vape.
Well, and to have such a technical knowledge.
Yes.
You know, of instruments, of circuitry, of microphones, of effects.
This is basically the red violin of experimental instruments. I feel like we're gonna be seeing this guitar for the next 1,000 years,
Yeah.
passed down.
Yeah, but only paired with the Boss DS1. It's only halfway through the
Is that
video.
palm muting?
Yeah. It's a pinch harmonic. I can't even.
So, I noticed that he's using a fretless guitar for
A
this.
fretless one-string square guitar.
The squareness is
It's key because it traps in the low frequencies.
it gives you that harsh acoustic
Yeah.
nature to it.
Yeah.
So I like that. So there's fucking a wall of just other experimental shit just starts collapsing.
His light goes out. Oh my god. It's so harsh. This is, I think, what you'd consider to be harsh noise.
I think this is like initially an instrument demo, but it turned into its own like song.
It turns into its own jam, which is really like this. What we're feeling right now must have been like, you know, like when the first people who heard the Beatles for the first time, you know, just they never heard such mind-blowing music. That's like us experiencing this right now.
Imagine if the Beatles, but 4 Johns.
Holy
Is
shit.
that- Okay, so this one I haven't seen. I believe it's unboxing free jazz improvisation. So I think it's both. It's merged unboxing videos
And an improv. Okay.
Okay, here.
It's so great.
His room?
Yeah, it's a vibe. Table goes.
Okay, I legitimately thought he was gonna be unboxing like a thing or an instrument, but I don't
It's
think
just a box full of, I don't know, plates.
like forks.
What he does with the sound, utilizing the full sonic spectrum. Every frequency you can hear it through this iPad, this mono iPad speaker.
Spoilers. I don't. Yeah. So
Improvisational jazz.
we're gonna tap into some of his
His
stuff
music.
labeled music. They're all just music and then dates as the title. So if you want to tap into one, I've viewed one. I think the other 2 are fresh to me. So yeah, choose what tickles you.
intrigued by this extremely out.
Yeah. So it's the Vape.
It's the Vape.
Oh, yes.
Current track, music. Artist, The Vape.
Yeah, this is actually a bit of a callback to his other track.
Bit of a self-referential thing.
Yeah, his other track, Music 12/11/2020, where he's in a warehouse. You can see the same instrument of the bucket there, which he gets to eventually.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Huh.
bucket's kind of a key in his repertoire.
It's always good to have those classics you go back to.
In the spirit of getting out of here faster, let's go to the bucket solo, which is pretty magnificent. All right. So that's pretty much the vape. Thoughts?
This is, out of all the episodes we've done spanning the better part of a decade,
Yeah.
actually,
Wow.
this is the best thing we've heard so far.
It's
Unquestionably.
unquestionably music.
Yeah, it's the most unique. It's the most full sonic spectrum. You know, it's the most lush thing we've ever listened to. I know we listened to Altered State on vinyl, but
Yeah.
this just has a bit more fullness to it, a bit
Oh.
more authenticity.
Also, it's one guy with real instruments. It's not a team of Swedish producers
Yeah, exactly.
writing
And it's
it.
real analog instruments. It's, you know, it's
Yeah.
just real out there in the world. Music in
Gritty.
the air. It exists as he makes it.
Want to collab with him?
That would be amazing. That would be a dream come true.
Wow. Do you want to film us not doing anything about music? It's already going. It's all.
We could do some.
You're spreading COVID.
Oh yeah.
There we go. I don't know the volume of this either. So,
I'm gonna say this isn't what I was expecting.
somebody's trying to make music and express themselves.
Oh god, I've got a foot cramp.
Already from this song.
Already.
So,
I'm.
put the mega bass on.
It's already on. So yeah, this is. Let me just fiddle. I'm noticing the choice in production, the mixing. It is very. It's very dark. It's a little dull sounding.
A little bit. Could just be this
It could be the player.
budget
Yeah.
grocery store.
We're launching into a guitar solo. Now, I was expecting this to be hip hop, based on the name.
Oh. No, it's.
Yeah, this is like some singer-songwriter.
This is a white person.
Yeah. That's interesting to me.
Who is the other one that I picked up off the ground?
Kelly Anthony.
Kelly Anthony, yep. Kelly Anthony. It's like the opposite end of that spectrum.
Yeah.
Where that one had good-ish.
It had production value. It wasn't too bad.
And, a little printout slipcover. But this one's a one take. I hope.
Well, okay, yeah.
I'll break it down for me.
The guitar playing was good. The solos were good. He was doing some falsetto harmonies that were a little sketchy. I don't doubt that the vocals are in one take.
What do you think he looks like?
I don't know. When I B Cray,
Do you think he works at the minivan rental agency?
that would be amazing.
Puts him in all minivans.
That would be great. The guitar playing is competent. It's recorded. The real question is, did he record it himself or did he go to a studio that isn't good?
I guess. Hard to say.
Yeah, that's kind of like where I'm gonna guess he went to a studio for this, which I know is a bold thing to say based on how it sounds, but after, when we look this up afterwards, if we can find anything about it, I'm gonna guess he went to like a local studio. Where was this?
In the Ottawa area, I think that's where the disc is. My heart rate when listening to this is
220.
60. So 1 beat a second.
Yeah.
Not very exciting.
Not. Oh, these vocals are a little.
Hey.
I'm gonna say he's a fan of old music. I feel like this gentleman is a fan of the 70s and the 80s.
That doesn't sink.
It doesn't. It's a cool hot mess of like it's slightly off time and the production isn't there and it's a little off pitch. And also it's just sort of cringe, bro. That's the thing, he is trying. Like the instrumental arrangements are at least something. The guitar playing is good. So I mean, I guess this is a given, but this is a one-man band, and he didn't start out on drums. If B Cray is a band and not one guy, I'm gonna be so shook. It's somebody who's good at guitar and okay at singing and does not play drums. There's no, you can't convince me otherwise. If we look them up and it's a 5-piece band,
someone's gotta get fired.
Yeah, there's no way.
Like a steam-powered drum machine. You gotta crank it up. It's not. It's kind of malfunctioning.
Yeah, it's going at a quarter speed. All right.
This is the most music one so far.
Yeah, he's a competent guitar player.
Daisy Ridley. What's his name? B Cray?
B Cray. I feel like I'm gonna also make another assumption here about the time that he spent in the studio, that nobody told him that what his vocals were doing sounded the way that they did, and they played it back for him. They're like, and he just thought it was great, but nobody was like, hey, this sounds weird.
I hope he made it for his girl, and she just had to accept it.
Yeah. Maybe this is the only copy. Maybe this wasn't a promotional thing. Maybe this was just meant for, one set of ears, and here we are. The thing with this songwriting is they don't really change, so once you've heard a bit of it... Whoa!
Oh my god.
This is the banger.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah! He busted the synth out.
This is not the right beat, Cray. What's the album called? Something Days? Shit.
I don't know.
It's impossible to tell now.
Yeah. Yeah, this does kind of seem like the type of singing you would do if you were trying to make fun of singing.
Yeah.
Song bangs. Okay, that's a good one. Count it. Count it, that's a good one.
One good one. You didn't play it, so you wouldn't find out that it sucks later?
Well, I don't want to hear it again.
Second best song alert.
Yeah.
Second best song alert. The silver medal of early days.
The drums are just off time enough to make it authentic.
Please, B Cray, come to us. Let us know how you're doing.
Yeah.
Tell us you survived. You made it as a musician. I feel like they're a young they're high school. They gotta be.
Do you think so?
They gotta be.
I'm worried that this is like a dude in his 30s and just nobody like. I don't know.
If it's a high schooler, that means there's still time to go up. But if it's-
Oh yeah, if it's somebody in high school, if this is a kid, like he's got potential, because the guitar playing isn't bad,
Yeah,
the drums are lacking, the vocals just need to be. It's a production thing and a performance thing.
You
I
have
don't
the
know.
gusto to get out and do something, but if
Yeah.
you are a day over 30, and this
Yeah.
is your best, it's
Yeah.
time to stop. All
Yeah,
right.
either it's a self-recording or it was an engineer that either didn't edit or like didn't tell him that his performance was off, because it's just messy. Technological problem with that. I was basically just saying it's just messy enough that whoever was engineering this didn't clean it up, didn't take the next steps to really like this. The performance, it could have been a competent record. It didn't have to sound quite as awkward, quite as muffled as it did, which is either an amateur studio engineer or the guy just did everything himself. Yeah.
So would you say it's music?
I would have to say that it is indeed music. And as for the workings of the Vape, that is also music.
That is also music. They're both music.
They are both music.
Yes. There's Halloween spooky sounds in there, but I knew if I kept the Halloween spooky sounds in that slot, it would be a major distraction.
It's a good call.
So I
It's a good
took
call.
it out.
It's been 2 weeks since we filmed that episode. I can't sleep. Can't eat. All I can think about. Who are you, Cray? Where did you come from? Why can't we find you? See you next week, everybody.
Terrible.